This is the 10% Happier Podcast. I'm Dan Harris. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. So we're dropping a simple, straightforward meditation down the feed for you today. This is something that really has the power to turn your whole day around. You may have heard me say this before, but I initially found loving kindness or metta meditation to be, I guess you could say, unforgivably cheesy, but it really is now a crucial part of my practice. And not for nothing, there's a ton of science indicating that this practice really is good for you. So today you're going to hear me guide a loving kindness meditation. This comes from a live session that I did a few weeks ago for our paid subscribers over on Substack. We do these sessions every week now, every Tuesday at 4 Eastern. We do a short meditation, then chop it up, take your questions, etc. The next session is Tuesday, October 28th at 4 Eastern. As always, it will be featuring our teacher of the month, 7A Selassie. Paid subscribers also get companion meditations with all of our Monday, Wednesday episodes, which are designed to help you, as I like to say, pound the wisdom from our conversations directly into your neurons. One last thing to say before we get started here very quickly. If you want to meditate with me IRL, I have a live taping of this podcast coming up on November 18th in New York City. My guest will be the very hilarious and very thoughtful / soulful comedian Pete Holmes. It's a benefit for the New York Insight Meditation Center. There's a link in the show notes if you want to come. All right, we'll meditate together right after this. The show is sponsored by BetterHelp. October 10th is World Mental Health Day. And this year, we're saying thank you to therapists. I've had many therapists in my life right now, and I totally support the idea of saying thank you to therapists. Therapists have helped me and continue to help me with so much. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped somebody take a step forward. This World Mental Health Day, BetterHelp is honoring those connections and the therapists who make them possible while showing how easy it is to get guidance from a licensed therapist online with BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and their 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. However, if you're not happy with your match, you can switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recommendations. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/happier. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/happier. Let's do 10 minutes of loving kindness meditation. What do you think? Not like you have a choice. So I don't know why I said, what do you think? Here we go. All right. So if you can assume the position, get comfortable. The first person who taught me loving kindness meditation was this amazing teacher who's now a friend, Spring Washam. And she was saying specifically for this meditation, it can be good to get on the floor. Hard to do if you're at an airport, but if you're at home, you can do it. Or sit in a chair, stand up if you want, whatever works for you. You can even do this while walking, but here we go. Let's start by bringing to mind a really easy person. I was just playing with one of our cats, Curtis, who I think was mostly flirting with me because he wanted a treat. But anyway, I'll take it. So I'm going to go with a cat, but you can go with a little kid, a really close friend. And see if you can just bring the image to mind. If you're not good at visualization, don't worry about that. You can just generate a felt sense in your body. But either way, as clear a sense of this person or animal as possible. Once you have the image or the felt sense as stable as you can muster, we're going to repeat 4 phrases. May be happy.
May you be safe. May you be healthy and strong in your body. May you live with ease. I like to alter the image to fit with the sentiment. So I'll illustrate on this next one. This one we're going to do ourselves. So you can picture yourself the last time you looked in the mirror, or if it's easier, a childhood photo of yourself, or just a sense of yourself sitting or lying down. That sense you've always had of being a self, just tune into that, as illusory as it is. May I be happy. So specifically on this one, I imagine myself engaged in what we call a family hug, me and my wife and son. That's what I mean by tweaking the image to fit the phrase. May I be happy. May I be safe and protected from any harm. Same thing. You can imagine yourself in a safe scenario. May I be healthy and strong in this body. Really trying to connect the words to the image. See if you can really let it land. May I live with ease in the face of whatever comes up. Crucial point you may have heard me make before. You don't have to feel any kind of way. This is an exercise. It's a practice. Sometimes the opposite of loving kindness emerges. Totally fine. Just keep going with the reps. Next category of being is a mentor, benefactor, be a family member, a teacher, a mentor at work. If you don't know anybody who fits the bill, a role model from public life or history, Abraham Lincoln, Gandhi, etc. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy and strong. May you live with ease. Next, it's a neutral person, somebody you see all the time but don't really have any strong feelings about. I often say the barista, dry cleaner. This one can be hard to get a mental image of, but it's good. It's good exercise, really tuning up the mind. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Okay, this is the trickiest one. We're going to go to to a difficult person. If you've done this with me before, you've heard me recommend that it might be best not to start with the hardest person. But if you want, you can go there. And just remember, sending, benevolence to a difficult person is not co-signing on their bad behavior. As I often say, people who are happy or safe tend not to behave badly. So when you have your person one trick Joseph Goldstein often recommends is, and he says this as a non-theist, so this is not a religious recommendation, but to take the God perspective. In other words, to imagine that you're sending from the perspective of a benevolent POV looking down from a great height. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy and strong. Again, healthy people tend to behave well. Truly healthy people. May you live with ease. Okay, now, all beings everywhere. You can imagine the planet floating in space, or you can just feel it somatically in your body, kind of this omnidirectional feeling of sending out benevolence. May we all be happy. May we all be safe. May we all be healthy and strong. May all beings everywhere live with ease. And that was exactly 10 minutes. So when you're ready, you can rejoin what the Buddhists call samsara. Often at the end of a retreat, people say, I'm back in samsara, which is like the daily cycle of wanting and not wanting the mundane world as opposed to the sort of more mindful world. Anyway, welcome back.
Thank you for meditating with me. As a reminder, we do live guided meditation and Q&A sessions every Tuesday at 4 Eastern. The next one is with our teacher of the month, Sebene Selassie. Also, don't forget to sign up for the live taping of this podcast that I'll be doing with the comedian Pete Holmes in New York City on the 18th of November. There's a link in the show notes. Finally, thank you to everybody who worked so hard to make this show. Our producers are Tara Anderson and Eleanor Vasili. Our recording and engineering is handled by the great folks over at Pod People. Lauren Smith is our managing producer. Marissa Schneiderman is our senior producer. DJ Kashmir is our executive producer. And Nick Thorburn of the band Islands wrote our theme.